Hi there folks, welcome back and thanks for joining me on another video. This is Don at Affordable Desert Living. Well, today folks, I wanted to just discuss with you managing some of the unwanted squatters that can show up on your off-grid desert property. Well, until I get a really good garage built or storage shed, I use my tent shed, I call it. And unfortunately, it looks like I'm not the only one that uses it. So rather than dealing with these intruders in a messy way, I decided to use kind of the gentle method, but effective. Okay, and I hear something. Success? Let's check it out. Aha! One bold little pack rat. Well, like a lot of folks, I grew up in Canada and I still knew what a pack rat was. I think a lot of times it was used in referring to somebody who's kind of into maybe a bit of hoarding or just don't want to throw things away. Little did I know that I'd move somewhere where I get to encounter the creature that is the author of that name. So one of the indications of these guys, it only takes them overnight and they've already started to build a nest. So I've had lots of stories from neighbors on how those things got underneath a pile of lumber or underneath their car, even under the hood of the car, and built great big bulky nests and just took over. So I sure don't want that here, that's for sure. Because my little cabin here is totally open underneath, for now, nobody gets to live under there. No rodents, no one. And the good thing is, Rhodey and his girlfriend go underneath there, right underneath, and look for any kind of creatures. So if you're any kind of rodent or reptile, you get caught under there, you're done. Rhodey, leave the quail alone. Well, pal, we're going to escort you off the property. I'm sure he'll love his new home. So, like most rodents, these guys have pretty serious teeth, and so I'm not taking any chances. Got the gloves on. Let's get this guy off the property. And like the typical rat we're familiar with that invades homes and barns and sewers and all those things, the tail has fur on it, and it's a very, very different creature, different habits. And one of the things that's really good is they're very local. So when you transport them like I did, I take them about a mile from here, they will never find their way back. So that's a good thing. So the trap I use, I got online. It's very, very effective, very, very hair trigger, and works really well. Doesn't harm anything, and then I just get to remove the creatures and give them a new home elsewhere. Well, instead of saying, y'all come back now, you hear? I'm going to say, y'all don't come back now, you hear? You're out of here. The other thing I've noticed, which is interesting here on my property, is my hummingbird feed seemed to be drained really, really quickly, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. I knew the hummingbirds weren't eating at all. But a lady who's the hummingbird specialist for North America probably, Sherry, told me, Don, what's probably going on is nectar eating bats. They have really specialized tongues, and wow, I put a flashlight on my hummingbird feeder one night. There must have been, half a dozen of them all flying around, rapidly getting nectar out of my hummingbird feeder. So I've been to Australia many times, and as recently as 2019, and I'm very familiar with fruit bats. Huge things with almost a 4-foot wingspan, really noisy, squabble over mangoes, and I've watched them eating fruit. Really interesting animal. So I had no idea when I moved here there'd be fruit bats. So lest I get too grumpy about the cost of sugar and my sugar water, my hummingbird feeders disappearing a little too fast, long-tongued bats are only here for several weeks. So 1st of October, they're gone. They migrated to Mexico, and I won't see them again until probably next July. And the other thing I learned is this species is a very valuable pollinator. So whenever we have rare plants here of any sort that have flowers that the bats can access, they can actually help pollinate. But the mystery's solved, and now I know what's going on. So folks, the next video should show more work and progress on my big home. Love to have you here and just read your comments as I progress and moving forward with the project. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when that next video has been uploaded. And I so appreciate each and every one of you. See you on the next video.